All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to our podcast. Please remember to hit that like and subscribe button and follow us on all social media platforms at Get It From My Mama. Oh, we're back.
We are back and better than ever.
Hey, hope you missed us.
All right. So, May, it is time for our May Community Critiques.
Yes.
Let's get this party started. All right, you want to start?
Yeah, I can start. I guess my first one, I'll start it off with I recently went to see Megan Thee Stallion on Broadway. Moulin Rouge was awesome sauce. Everything was perfect. My critique, I think I have two critiques. I know everyone is not familiar with theater etiquette, which is perfectly fine. But I think
that's why we're here.
That's why we're here. So, I think the people that were coming to see this concert, I'm calling it a concert because Megan Thee Stallion was there. I think they were equating it to a concert, but it is a theater show, a Broadway theater show at that. So, community critique is you are not supposed to be screaming and yelling at a Broadway theater show. And I get Megan Thee Stallion make you want to do that, make you want to do a toe touch. I get all of that, but it really threw me out of the zone. Hearing y'all scream and holler while people are trying to do their lines on stage, but y'all so fantasize with Megan Thee Stallion, she just has to hear y'all. You know, that is not proper whatsoever. To follow up with that, I think alcohol plays a big part in that, and I don't know when we normalized needing to have Don Julio at the Broadway show. I know I feel like, okay, one drink if you want to get a little, something cute, but y'all, they're selling like Cutwaters at the theater. I think that's pretty ridiculous because people get out their body. And this is a Broadway theater show. So community critique is just, let's have a little etiquette when around others because it can be pretty distracting.
So if I'm hearing you correctly, your community critique is if you go to a theater for a Broadway show, you need to sit quietly. When is the proper time to cheer?
At the end.
At the end.
You can cheer during intermission when they break, and at the end, you could do a backflip if that's what you want to do. But you save all of that to the end.
It is not a concert. It's basically what you're trying to convey here.
Correct.
So even though Meg
and
Thee
it's
Stallion,
like I get it. Like I get it.
But it's theater, so the actors on the stage need to be heard so the other patrons can actually hear the show.
And from an actor's perspective, it's also very distracting while you've rehearsed for months for this moment. And yeah, here you are screaming and hollering for an actor on the stage that's not even talking. So yeah.
Now, as far as your alcohol critique, there's nothing you can do about that.
But do you see my issue with that, though?
I mean, once again, the arena is going to make money by selling alcohol. We're not
talking about the Smoothie King Center. We're talking about theaters.
It doesn't matter. So even if there's a play at the Singer, they're going to sell alcohol. So
cool. I think it should be one drink per person, so people don't be bouncing off the wall trying to hit the Dougie while people on stage.
That's just personal. You need to make sure you can handle your alcohol, especially at a Broadway show.
But I think it should be known that people,
or maybe they should limit
what they're selling.
Yeah, what they're serving. I'm okay with
low
that.
alcohol level.
Okay,
that's my first one.
So my community critique is festival etiquette. So we've been going to these festivals. You know, we're in New Orleans, so we got Jazz Fest. We have Keat Lee Family Day. Personal space boundaries. I know a lot of people who come to New Orleans are not from New Orleans. A lot of times we have college students who are here from different areas. So they come down to these festivals and they don't understand personal space boundaries and how we set up. A lot of times that won't play out well when people are constantly in your personal space. And I understand if you won't get loose, but common courtesy is understand that you have people around you. So a lot of times you thinking you just in your room by yourself. You not. You got people around you. So you bumping into people and you doing way too much. Then when somebody says something to you, you looking like you've done nothing
I'm trying
wrong.
to have a
Like,
good
yeah, you
time.
just,
Yeah,
you know, you
but
just did a windmill
right.
and we're all standing here. And it's cool when the music comes on, you know, you out your body. But if you're doing too much, you just have to understand the people that are around you. It was so bad when I went to see T-Pain, the people that were next to me, we just kind of looking at each other, and they kept easing on, and I was happy because we had our
Space.
space
Yeah.
again because they doing too much. Like,
And it's
it's
like,
just,
cool, be lit, but it's
it's
like
cool. Personal
have
space
some,
boundaries is
yeah, read the
important
room.
when you're at festivals. You can't do all of that because people are around you. And saying excuse me and my bad is fine. That's common courtesy. Oh, excuse me, I didn't mean to. I know a lot of times with my hair, you know, I do a whole lot and I gotta make sure I'm not hitting, knocking nobody
She
down.
do be
So
hitting, knocking people down.
yes, so common courtesy is respect people's space, and it's okay to say
I'm
I'm
sorry.
sorry,
Yeah,
my bad. Oh, excuse me. Perfectly fine. Community critique.
that's a great one. Yeah, because personal space is it's like taboo all of a sudden.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see, what's my next one? Oh, just happened yesterday. My community critique is I think if you're able bodied, again, I'm not talking to nobody that have to park in handicap and not able to, do the necessary requirements. If you're an able bodied person and you're not putting your cart back at Walmart, Target, that's backyarding and stuff. That's very selfish. For example, I'm trying to go pull into Walmart. Every parking spot that I am trying to park into is occupied by a basket. There was a lovely gentleman that was nice enough. He literally saw me, like, I guess he saw me contemplating on where to go, and he moved the basket for me, and I was able to park. And some of y'all baskets be so close to the cart, like to the putting the cart in, it's insane. What I think it is, y'all such big backyardigans, y'all want to park close to the front of the store when the cart's return is in the middle. So you so focused on not walking that far when you gotta walk back to put the cart back anyway. Community critique: put your cart back, and so people can park freely what they need. When they go to get their groceries.
Common courtesy. Go ahead, get your steps in. Put the cart up.
Thank you.
I'm okay with that.
Or if you know you only going in to get 3 bags worth of groceries, put your cart in Walmart, grab your bags, and walk to your car. You get what I'm saying? That's it. It's very annoying.
My next community critique is about accountability. I think it's time. Summer break is now here for parents to take accountability for your kids' learning. All right. Common courtesy is take responsibility. It's not okay to blame everybody for what's going on when it's your child. Your child goes to school, which is great. However, sometimes there's some deficits, there's some gaps that are happening in learning.
Minimum.
And you need to take accountability for your kids' learning versus blaming everybody. Coming to the school, talking about what the school not doing and what folk not doing. Common courtesy. Do what you need to do to enhance your kids' learning. You understand that? That's just community critique. It's your child. Take accountability for that.
I always say, if you don't want your baby to be smart, who will?
Do what you need to do. Stop blaming everybody else. If the school not doing a good job with teaching a multiplication, common courtesy, you teach a multiplication. That's it. You do it. Take accountability. Stop blaming her because this summer now, it's all you.
So all this time,
So
you
start
can be
doing some
what you need
things.
to do.
That's correct. That is correct.
Sorry, y'all. I had to take a little break. So sorry.
Jesus.
Special guest.
Special guest. You already knew what he was gonna do, and he did it.
All right. Well, yeah, that's a great critique. Yes, we have this whole summer.
Take accountability for their learning, because now the ball is in your court. So, what we doing?
Hey. Thank you. All right, my last one, since we are on the subject of children. I love your kids. I love your children. I just think some events are not appropriate for them simply because they're probably really boring. As an adult, I know some events are super boring for me. So to expect a child or children to sit through things quietly is like kind of crazy. So my community critique would be, um, maybe limit the events that you're bringing your kids to. For example, um, a doctorate ceremony is maybe not appropriate for young kids who are going to scream and cry and things. And then when you're trying to soothe your baby, it's like not working and you're still not excusing yourself to get up and stop the noise. I think that's my biggest problem. It's like you think like nobody's like that's not distracting and nobody can hear you and everybody's turning to look like what's that? Like what's all of that? And it's like you still not getting it. So my community critique.
Oh, sorry. See what I'm saying?
I'm sorry. Well, my community critique is that you should know when and where to bring your kids, whether they're going to sit down and be appropriate. You know your kids, you know what I'm saying? And I think it puts everybody in an uncomfortable position. Mo, sit down. I'm so sorry, everybody.
Yeah.
This is a great
So
podcast.
common courtesy is at an event like a graduation and you have a small child. If they start crying, common courtesy is to leave. Don't sit there trying to pacify them and soothe them. The damage has already been done. You got to understand this is a quiet event. People need to hear. Kids have worked very hard. People have worked hard to accomplish this. So take the baby out of the area. Don't sit there. Go.
I mean, yeah, can you
Okay?
imagine working X amount of years and you had this intimate ceremony and your name, you can't hear your name get called because somebody,
Because you got the baby.
yeah,
All right. So we're not saying you can't bring your baby.
not
I
at
understand
all.
everybody have different issues, different arrangements that have to be made. However, if that occurs, leave. Leave the area so people
Get them
can
right
hear.
and then come back.
That's right. That's common courtesy. Community critique.
Hey.
And mine, I'm a piggyback off the whole graduation thing because I noticed some things too.
Oh Lord.
Common courtesy, if you are at a graduation at a school, elementary, middle school, and they're having a graduation or an award ceremony, common courtesy is sit yourself down. Okay? Those babies trying to do what they need to do, they don't need you getting up out your seat trying to play photographer and going up to them, telling them, hold this, stand up. They know that they're not supposed to be doing that. So
Right.
now you putting them in this awkward space where now do they listen to their teacher or do they listen to you? You're going to have ample amount of time to take a
your
picture with your baby. During that process, that ceremony, sit yourself down. Don't bother them babies. Leave them alone. Let them get their certificate and sit down. Don't be at the
y'all be
end
tweaking.
trying to get up. You do too much. Just wait. Just wait. Common courtesy is you wait. Take the picture from where you at. And I understand you trying to get up close, but you're doing too much when you're trying to do all of that because you can't. Get the picture from where you at. If you can get there as early as possible and get to the front, that's even better. But if you happen to be in the back, take the shot from where you at. You don't need to get up and bother them and go into them. I saw that so much and the kids was just passing their parents up, but their parents was getting mad because they can't. They
Right.
can't just stop and pose for you. Nah. They know
till
they
the
supposed to
end.
listen,
Yeah.
right, and sit down. They went over this already. So that's my community critique.
And again, it's not to be rude.
Definitely not. We trying to strengthen the community. That's it.
All right.
That's all we got.
Well, feels good to be back. We guys hope you enjoyed this episode and stay tuned for next week's. All right. We love you guys.